Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the elect. Out here once again, a little late. I got out here a little late. Running late, working, plantation. So, but still, that's all right. The show must go on, you know what I'm saying? And let me get this one. I had to rush right on over here. Still don't get too late, but anyway. But let me just go right into it, because we out here, to let the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans know who you are according to the Bible, and to let the so-called other nations, let these so-called whites and these other nations know their downfall, what's getting ready to come. The judgment of the Lord is getting ready to come upon America, aka Babylon the Great. And all you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, if you join hand to hand with this place called America, you will be destroyed here if you don't repent and turn back to the Lord while the doors of mercy are still open. We're only out here to warn you and let you know the things that are getting ready to come, which is the spirit of, we're prophesying, which is the spirit of prophecy. It's what's the spirit of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of Yahweh Shai. So out here again, once again, prophesy the downfall of America, But let me get right into it. Where I want to go. I'm going to go to the book of Habakkuk. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. I'm going to start at 1. And it reads, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what... It's like, let me start over. This the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, I'm going to start at 1, and it reads, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. We're writing the tape. We're doing exactly that, man. And it reads, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And right now we're getting closer and closer to the end of this place, man. And the thing that's getting ready to come out is the MOTB, man, which I want to talk about. And this is the thing. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. And it says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come. It shall not tarry. That's right, man. This is talking, and you can take this to the MOTB, man. And because we're at that time, man, where the so-called white man is getting ready to force his technology amongst the people, man. A lot of people are going to get caught up in this gross darkness. They don't understand what's happening, so they're going to be looking for answers and solutions to their problems that Esau is going to create unknowingly to these people, man. See, that's what's getting ready to come down to America, man. So the MOTB, all the shit that's getting ready to happen, man, he's going to force these people to take something, and at first it's going to look all nice and dandy. They're going to be able to, they're going to be able to do things. It's going to keep track of all your records, your medical bills, your medical records. It's probably going to balance your checkbook. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a video by one of the brothers. He was saying that it's going to be doing all kind of shit for you, man. This thing is basically, it's going to be running your life. And all you're going to be doing is on autopilot, man. You're just going to be sitting there following the script of what this thing has for you. And now there's going to be a lot of things coming down like that, man. At the end, man. It's like, I'm just getting into there's going to be a lot of it's going to seem like a lot of benefits with this thing, man. People are going to be looking like, yeah, this is the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be convenient. You know what I'm saying? Fun. You're going to feel like, hey, I'm on top of the world. But then there's going to be a dark side to this thing, man. Because once this man starts figuring out your everyday moves, this thing is, because it's going to be controlled by AI. AI is going to start to control the world, even the people on the planet, man. Because anybody that consent unto him shall be in derision. Because this was getting ready to come upon the earth, man. You're going to take that chip, and you're going to have this thing that's going to have all kind of control over your life, man. It's going to look fun, but after a while, it's going to get very devious, man. See, first he's going to have it where you're going to be able to do all these wonderful things. without, say you ain't gonna have to make no appointments, right? You can sit at home. This thing is gonna make all your appointments for you, so on and so forth. Make a grocery list for you, what you should eat, balance your diet, balance your checkbook, so on and so forth. And so a lot of people are gonna fall for it. They're gonna go for it. And they're gonna, hey, this is nice. This is convenient. And so, and people are gonna depend on that type of lifestyle. And as you know, the people on the earth are getting dumber and dumber, man. Because this place only dumbs you down, man. Because I know now, right now, and I can, I'm even a victim to it myself. But what I'm saying is, I used to know phone numbers by heart, man. I used to know my whole family phone number by heart. All my cousins, all my brothers, phone numbers by heart, man. Never had to look at it. Never thought, and I had that for years. But since these new phones come out where you just push one button, put their name in, you don't have to dial no number, but hit a name, that kind of took away your memory, man. Took away your memory skills and shit like that, man. No shit, man. That's how this system is, man. Yeah, back in the day, you had to know numbers, man. You couldn't just you whip out a cell phone and call your cousin. Like, if you go to you had to go to, first of all, you had to go to a payphone because there wasn't no cell phones. You had to go to a payphone, and if you had to, and if you didn't know the number, they had the white pages down underneath. You could pick it up. You know his last name. You go through the name list, and you find his name. It'll have his name, his number, his address, and so on and so forth, right under the white pages, man. I remember that when I was growing up. You used to go right down there, you see the whole address and the phone number. You know what I'm saying? So, they took us away from that now. Now everything is in your phone. It's one push button. You don't have to even know the number. You don't even know what the number start with. All you got to do is know their name. You know what I'm saying? So this thing is getting real. This is how the Esau is it's called gradualism, man. He's gradually getting these people conditioned into taking that MOTB, that one world currency, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gradually taking these people, it's starting to see. Now we see it. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep going. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. It's for the appointed time. Or pretty soon it's going to happen, man. This is, the Lord said it's for the appointed time. And it says, but at the end it shall speak, and we are at the end. And it's starting to speak now. You see it more and more. You see people are getting themselves, putting chips in their brains. Many people are putting RFID chips in their hands, so on and so forth. You can see the technology has advanced to a whole nother level. But people don't see it. They don't see this as something that can be created to be wicked. It's going to be used wickedly, even though it seems like it's a good thing. It can do a lot of things for you. But at the end of the day, it's going to be, it's for one thing, and that's to enslave the whole nation of people, man. Because once he gets you hooked on this thing, you have it, and the money situation, all the dollars is no more in use. He got you now, because this is all digital, man. He can cut your switch off with the drop of a hat. Now you ain't got nothing. Now you at his mercy. So he can force you to take things, do things, whatever you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Eat things you don't want to eat. You know what I'm saying? So in this thing probably know if you eat it or not. If you don't eat, it's in your system, so it's monitoring your whole thing, because it's gonna have a health it's gonna read your diet and all that shit, man. It's gonna have all that shit in it. So this thing is gonna be reading your blood, so on and so forth, knowing you ate the things they recommended you to eat, or they told you to eat. If you don't eat it, they can start taking away your money, penalizing you for shit. If you don't take the jab, penalizing you. This dude, he's gonna get real nasty out here, man. This man's gonna have an expiration date on your life if you take this chip. So it's getting real serious out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy, he wants to be God. He's gonna play as the Most High. That's why he's doing all this shit, because he thinks of himself as the Most High. And it says, wait for it, because it shall surely come. It will not tarry, because his soul, which is lifted up, slacketh. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. That's right. His soul is not lifted upright in him, man. But just checking out all the shit he's planning on doing to the people when he enforced this MOTB on these people, man. He's planning on doing some real nasty, devious shit. And who knows what kind of shit he has running in his mind. This man is wicked as all day long, man. He does some deep. Look what he's doing over in Gaza. You think he gives a shit about some Jake with a fucking RFID chip if he blow his ass up in the middle of the street? just to be having for the fucking kicks to see how this shit works. This devil don't give a fuck, man. That's why he had fucked around and deceived everybody into taking this jab. And a lot of these people are gonna, he's gonna use these people for, for his own wicked purpose, and they don't even know it. They part of his chess game and shit. They part of the pieces to his little game and shit, not antennas or whatever, man. Like it says, we don't know what the outcome of these people that's all jabbed up is gonna be, man. So we waiting for that day for him to push this MOTB, but we know about it. We up on game on his ass though. The Lord gave us the spirit of peace. You know what I'm saying? He told us these things were gonna come. So we peace. We know what's happening. We know what we're looking for. Slack it. And it says, ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. That's right. He never stays his ass where he's belong. That's why everything is all fucked up right now. Because everywhere he go, he fucks shit up, man. If you don't believe me, you look around this whole earth, you see the countries that he invaded or took over. They're in total mess, man. You know what I'm saying? He fucking took all the resources out of their land and destroyed the people, destroyed the women, the men, all of that, man. So he never stays. He goes everywhere and fuck with other people's shit, enslave the people. He has a track record for that, man. You don't have to look too hard for it either. You just go into his history books and you see all the shit he glorifies himself in. Those are the things he went around, conquering the world, man. You know what I'm saying? He says, ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and as a death he cannot be satisfied. That's right. He's never satisfied, man. This man is never satisfied with just having the money that he have, all the riches in the world. He can't just sit back on the island and have full of nothing but bitches doing whatever he wants. Like it says, a man that have everything, what else is there to excite him? That's to have raw control over the people. And that's a wicked ass man like that. See, if I had this type of money, you talk like a Jake would be out there just flaunting, going out, he'd have a fucking floating island with bitches and, all kind of shit, gold. Well, Jake would just blow, Jake ain't on no wicked shit like that. But the so-called white man, this wicked ass, the wicked of this nation, man, the elites of this nation have a wicked ass mindset, man. All they want to do is do something wicked against the people, like they always have. And they can't wait to do that. This is their enterprise they're getting ready to throw down on these people, man. They can't wait to get this going. This is the ultimate enterprise for them, is to have raw control over every people on the earth. And that's by using that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and which is they're going to put that in the people, and they're going to, that's how they're going to control the people. Raw control, where they can tell you what you can and cannot buy, when to go home, when to go to work. They're going to have your whole life planned out for you, man. Total control, man. How many hours you can sleep, how many, what you can eat, so on and so forth. So people don't understand what we're telling them. They think we're full of shit, but this is getting ready to come upon the earth, man. And it says, what he said, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, by his philosophies, his bullshit. These people are starting to see his shit too anyway. That's how he transgresses. He go to these other countries, telling them all this old bullshit that he's going to do this and that in the third form, how he's going to help these people and bring them out of their situation. But he's doing nothing, making it worse, man. He go over there and transgresses by wine. He's a devil, man. He is a proud man. He's very proud, very proud. You don't have to look no further than look at his military, the proud, the Marine, and so forth and so on. And you just go on TikTok and so on, all these other platforms, you can see how proud they are when they boast about their accomplishment and what they're doing to the so-called black man, and how they talk down amongst you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You can see how proud they are, man. And not only the average six-pack Joe, but mainly these elites, man. They're super proud. How can you not be proud with all the money you got with the total control over the earth? You don't own companies, you own countries. When you own countries, man, you proud as all day. You ain't bound down to nobody, man. You proud as shit, man. You come in the room and everybody's bound down to you. You ain't fucking putting your head down to nobody. You ain't looking. You don't have not a bit of humility in you, man. Shit. And it says, Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. He enlarges his desire as hell, and at death he cannot be satisfied. But gathering unto him all the nations, and heapeth unto him all people. That's right. And it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, in a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. That's right. And that's what the so-called white man has done, man. He's done it. He increases that which is not his, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking over these people's countries and taking over our nationality and so on and so forth. And he increased himself with it too. I mean, it's like, I think this is police. I don't know what this is. This dude has something it's like, let me see. And it says, how long unto him that ladeth himself with thick clay. That's right. When you go into this word, thick clay, it goes into debt. And you know what I'm saying? That's why this country is a debt-based system, man. You know what I'm saying? That Bible said he had laded himself with clay. You know what I'm saying? Clay, it goes into debt. You look at, that's why America has a debt clock. I mean, a debt, I'm slacking, they like trillions in debt. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a debt-based system. Everything you get is credit. Credit this, credit that. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you buy something, you in some kind of debt because there's a surcharge to that. You know what I'm saying? So everything about this place is debt. Like I said, it's debt laden with clay. You know what I'm saying? No, that's it. Let me go over there. But yeah, that's going. Like I said, man. Pretty soon, he's going to go. He's bringing out the MOTB, and a lot of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to get caught up in it, man. Because you don't take heed to, you don't believe in the Lord. You're going to trust in this so-called white man, and you're going to get destroyed because of that, man. Because he's going to set himself something like. Let me get that in 2 Thessalonians. We warning you people, man. This man is coming like he's a devil. Yeah, this is it. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. I'm going to start at 4. That says, no, I'm going to start at 3. I'm going to start at 1. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 said, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be, it's like that ye be not soon shaken in mind or troubled, neither by spirit nor by sword, neither by letter from us, as that day of Yahushua is at hand. That's right. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. That's right. And that man of sin is talking about the so-called white man. And he's been revealed as we speak right now. Let me keep going. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High. That's right. And that's why that's his main goal, is to he's going to try to be like the Most High. That's why he's coming out with his MOTB, because that's a form of control. Because then that way he can play God. He could put an expert, like I said, he's going to bring in birth with artificial insemination and shit like that. And he's going to cause death with that RFID chip, where he can put that shit in and have an expiration date on your life, where that thing can do whatever it does, to stick some kind of fucking poison in you or fucking whatever, stop your heart beating. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff he's going to start doing to these people, man, they don't understand. He have a wicked ass mind. You know, who he's going to, and that's the way he can keep the population in control. It's by, this man, he only going to live, certain people only going to live to 45 or whatever the case may be, 30, 50, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the wickedness of this man. So once he get that kind of level, you know what I'm saying? He think he can control the numbers on the earth by killing everybody. That's why the Lord said, if he don't if the Lord doesn't shorten the days, no one will be saved. Because we don't, I'm just speaking of the man. You don't know how wicked this motherfucker might get, man. I'm just speaking, because he's trying to play God, so he's going to try to control the lifespan of people. You know what I'm saying? He's going to control that. Because he's not going to use this thing to make you live for fucking 100 years or 20. He's going to use this to be wicked as all hell. He's going to shorten your life. If you, let's say your average lifespan is 60, he's going to cut that shit in half, maybe 30 years old. That's how the devil is, man. He ain't going to have you living till you fucking 70, 80. He already don't want to give you the little Social Security money he fucking took off from you anyway. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't going to have that. He's going to cut your ass off right before it's time for you to get your fucking whatever retirement plan they're going to have for you. It's going to look good with all the shit that he's going to promise, but you ain't going to live to see it because he's a fucking wicked, he's a fork-tongued devil. He speak with a forked tongue. He's going to promise you one thing and then the next day, you'll be fucking dead. He's going to break that promise, man. And that's how the devil gets down, man. And that's why he's going to set himself as God, because he wants to control every fucking thing. He wants to control your life, your eating habits. He wants to control all of that, man. That's the nature. And he's going to using AI, a programmable system that's going to program your ass to do whatever the fuck it sees fit for you to do. You know what I'm saying? And it says, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. That's right, man. So this is what this devil's getting ready to do, man. So he's going to have these people looking at him like he's the Most High for everything, because once the dollar fall, everything you need, you're going to have to go through the so-called white man to get. That's this enterprise. You're going to have to you're going to have to go through him. And going through him is going to come with a deadly price. And that's why we're telling you, don't fall in love with America. Don't get yourself embedded like you got to have all this and that and the third, man. Separate yourself while you still have a chance, man. And it reads, it says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withholding that he might be revealed. What's like it now? You know what withholding that he might be revealed in his time. That's right. For the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then that wicked man be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the fire, spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy him with the brightness of his comings. That's right. And that's one of the chariots, You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is getting ready to, tear this man down, man. Because he's a proud man. You know what I'm saying? And then he set himself up to be the Most High. The Lord finna show him who really is the Most High, that the Lord was in control of everything anyway. Because this was rolling way before the so-called white man even thought about making a motherfucking MOTB. The Lord had already had this in play. But he's using the white man, the so-called white man, he's using the so-called white man to fulfill prophecy. And the so-called white man thinking he's doing this shit all himself. He think he's the one that's doing it. He think he's in control of his demise. The Lord is leading you to your own demise, man. And what I mean, he think he's leading himself to his own demise. He think his enterprise is going to kick off this new world order, and he's going to offset prophecies. But the Lord have a different plan for this motherfucker. The Lord is going to destroy his ass, man. You know what I'm saying? And it says, let me keep going. It says, even whom, it says, even whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs of lying wonders. That's right, and that's what's getting ready to happen. All these things he's coming out with, those brain chips, they can have motherfucker that's, kind of, handicapped, can't see or some shit. He's gonna give him some type of vision. Motherfucker can never walk. That shit is gonna help him walk and shit. That brain, all this shit. These are the wonders that he's gonna be laying on to people, man. All these different fucking crazy shits, man. And that's his MOTB and his technology, man. That's his lying wonders and shit, man. These are the things that he's going to use on the people, man. And it says, let me go over there again. It says, even with him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. Yeah, that's right, man. And it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, but they might be saved. And for this cause, Most High shall send them a strong delusion that they shall believe a lie. That's right. And what's that lie? They're going to take the MOTV, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take the MOTV because they're going to believe in what the so-called white man's telling them, man. So they're going to believe in a lie, and they're going to get destroyed in the last days, man. And that's our warning to these people, man. Straight up and down. Because America's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. Rather these people here in the bed, you know, they don't understand. These people are lost in the sauce, man. America's going down. She's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles real soon by Russia, Iran, China, so on and so forth. You know, so you might as well get it in while you can. Have your fun and have your cake too. Because it ain't going to be that much longer, man. America got an expiration date, whether these people know it or not. It says America was not past her bounds, man. I know when people come by smiling. That can be real down. That can be real in it, man. And it says, for this cause shall send them a strong delusion that they shall believe a lie, that they all might be damned who did believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. That's right. A lot of these people got pleasure in unrighteousness, man. You know what I'm saying? Believing America's going to be the salvation of them. Believing America is the only way to be. Believing that you can be a alphabetical guy and everything will be okay. Believing that you could be a Muslim and you all good. That's unrighteousness in the Lord's eyes, man. Eating all this abominable shit that they flash all on TV and shit. And here comes the security guy. That's what they're getting ready to come out to, man. This is all the stuff this is all the unrighteousness, man. So we're getting there, man. Slacking, man. It's like you know. So these people are going to take that MOTB, slacking for them, and they're going to get destroyed, man, because they believe in unrighteousness, man. They believe in all the bullshit that Esau's pouring down their throat. They believe in all the shit that he's advertising on TV. You know, do this and do that. You can be this or you can be that. They believe in that shit, man. So they're going to be destroyed, and all the unrighteousness Esau has sold them. Sold them, man. You know, everything about this kingdom is wickedness, man. We warning you people that this place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man, soon enough. And if you don't believe it, hey, you will see when we're telling you. You know what I'm saying? We're telling you that these things are getting ready to come. Rather they hear it from bad. You know what I'm saying? So these people are going to continue to have their fun. You know, let them do it. This is what they should be doing, especially so-called white man. This is his last hooray. He should be out there having fun, partying up, doing whatever it is to, you know, get his shit in order. But you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're not in the time of mirth. We're in a time of great tribulation that's getting ready to come upon the earth. And we're warning you people that you better come to the Lord and while the doors of mercy is still open, and stop fucking around and being some old retarded ass nigga walking around this earth thinking that you got everything planned, all figured out, when you don't, especially if you're not in this truth. Trying to, you know, here you are trying to make yourself out of yourself in something that's make yourself into something in this kingdom that's getting ready to be destroyed, man. So you can do, hey, we're not out here to, you know, like I said, believe it or not, this is the time of Jacob's trouble we're approaching, man. And a lot of people don't see it, they don't understand it, so we're gonna just continue doing what we do, and you know, Lord willing, you know, hey, we see the down, you know, Lord willing, we see the demise of these people, man, because they laughed, they mocked, they scoffed at us, talking shit. So when the Lord comes and destroy these people, then they're gonna, you know, that's too tough, man. That's what they get. That's what they deserve. So, hey, we are doing what the Lord told us to do, and that's come out to prophesy the downfall of this place and let these people know what time we're in, man. You know, pretty soon this devil's going to pull out he's going to pull out that sword, and he's going to go to work. Because these people are not paying attention to what's getting ready to come on the earth, man. You know, this dude is getting ready to pull out that RFID chip. He's going to force these people to do all this old abominable shit, worse than they ever believed of. Because first he's going to starve your ass out. He's going to take the food off the shelf, the water out the shelf. He's going to have a lot of you die of starvation, and then he's going to present that chip. And then he's going to present that chip. Because then that way you're going to be begging for that motherfucker because you're going to be hungry, your kids crying, dying. You're going to take whatever is out there to survive. That's what you're going to take because you didn't trust in the Lord. So now you got to do it your own way. But us men that's out here on the highways and byways signing the crime, we're going to trust in the Lord. And the Lord said that his servants, the ones out there, should, let me get that. So Esau going to do what he got to do, man. We're going to trust in the Lord, man. Word is bond. We're going to trust in the Lord, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verses 26, and it reads, "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there should not one of them perish." That's right. Perish. None of us are going to perish in the days of trouble that's getting ready to come. The true prophets of the Lord, the elite, it's like the elect prophets of the Lord. The true ones, man. Not the ones that's telling you not to call in the name of the Lord. Which name is the name of the Lord is the only name that can save you. Not the ones that telling you to go with this false name. I didn't even like to say it. Jesus Christ. The one that used Jesus Christ and that and the bullshit. Not them. Those guys are going to get destroyed if they continue to teach that name and use that name in the day of salvation, man. They'll find out that they've been duped and they fell for the banana in the tailpipe. And that's, it's going to be too late because the true men of the Lord, they're telling you the real name of the Lord, telling you what he's, what salvation is through from the Lord. But a lot of people don't believe it. They're gonna get their asses handed to them, man. It says, "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number." That's right. So a lot of, that's right. A lot of the, because it says, where's that? Slack. Let me get that. Yeah, this is it. "Therefore will I number you to the sword." We won't be numbered to the sword, man. Who is numbered to the sword? It says this, you 2/3, the ones that's not leveling. We're not going to be numbered to the sword. That's why it says, "I will require them from among thy number." That number is talking about that sword, man. We ain't going to be in the number in that sword where the devil's going to be killing us, He ain't going to number us to the sword, man. To the slaughter, slacking. It's 2/3 of you niggas out there that's not listening to the Lord. That's the ones. It says, "Therefore I will not number you to the sword." It's talking about wait. This like it. "Therefore will I number you to the sword." That's talking about you you unbelievers, man. The one that's not believing in what the Lord is, believing in everything the Lord is telling you through His men on the highways and byways. And it reads. It says, "Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter." That's right. That's talking about you other nations, not us. We're not going to be amongst them that slaughter for Esau. You know what I'm saying? That's for you other folks. We're not going to get that. It says, let me go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and 26. "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for whom slack you." It says, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have an abundance." That's right, man. So these other people that don't trust, that's going to take the MOBT, that's going to have to take the MOBT because they ain't going to believe in the Most High. They're going to be weary. They're going to be crying. They're going to be sorrowful. They're going to be in a pitiful case, especially in the day of famine and all this and that and the third. They're going to be in a pitiful situation, man, because they didn't believe in the Lord. They didn't take heed to the Lord's word, man. So the Lord's going to number them to the slaughter, man. And it says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall not be able to do nothing against thee, says the Lord. That's right. They're going to envy you, but they're not going to be able to do anything against you. especially, because the Lord's going to be right there with you. He's going to be your protection in them days, man. So we ain't got to worry about nothing. The Lord He gave us peace, man. The Lord gave us peace. Going to John, what's that? John, I can't think of the number. He said, I was with you. I gave you peace when I was with you. That time, I roughly paraphrasing, man. But he said, we're not going to have no work because the Lord already gave us a blueprint of the Bible. We understand what's getting ready to come. We already know what's coming. We know what to look for. We see the pit, the holes. We see all the potholes and this and that and the third. We see all the traps and this and that and the third. The Lord has gave us the cheat code, so to speak. We see it before it happens. So we're not going to be all fucked up in a situation like these other people, man, because they didn't believe, they didn't trust in the Lord. So they're going to get destroyed in these last days. And it says, therefore will I number you to the sword. You shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. That's right. But did evil before my eyes and did choose that wherein I delighted not. That's right. And that's like 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. They doing all this so crazy shit in front of the Lord. So, the Lord is going to destroy them in them days, man, because they took pleasure in doing unrighteousness, man. And we're only out here to warn them, tell them what tell them what the outcome is going to be for their wickedness, whether they hear or forbear, man. So, yeah, we're only out here to do what we got to do, man. And that's to wash the blood of these people off our hands. Right across the street, there's a big rowdy crowd of so-called Edomites, man. Hurry up and wrap this up, because I know it's going to get rowdy out here pretty soon. And it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. That's right. A lot of these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be ashamed in that day, because the Lord had his hand out here warning these people about what's getting ready to come. But nobody took heed. They kept fucking around, believing in America, thinking everything was going to be all right, until all hell break loose. And then all of a sudden they want to look at the men of the Lord, or try to find the men of the Lord, try to find answers and that and the third. But it's going to be too late in that day, because we're telling you to get right with the Lord now, because the doors of mercy is open. But Jake want to constantly play around, play games, and fuck around and believe what the white man saying, hang out with the so-called white crowd. And these motherfuckers, when they get to that one, they drink so much, they get to a level, that party get real wicked. You know what I'm saying? And Jake, he doing all kind of wicked ass shit with the so-called white men. You keep joining hand in hand with this motherfucker and see what happens, man. These motherfuckers over here getting rowdy, man. Let me see if I can see a point my finger, my camera over there, deal. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a little house over there. Yeah, in that room over there, there's some Edomites in there. It's too far off, but there's some Edomites in there. It's about 30, 40 Edomites in that motherfucker, men and women. And they're gonna get rowdy with it, later on when they got full of that juice. They get full of that juice, man. And it says, therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, my servants shall eat. That's right. The Lord's servants are the men that's on the highways and byways doing the work of the Lord, man. Warning the people like he commanded us to do, man. Feed his sheep. That's what he told us to do, and that's what we're doing. And a lot of people don't want to take heed to our word, but we're fine with that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no sweat off our backs. And it says, therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. That's right. That's why we're telling you, a lot of you people are going to starve to death. Right before that's what is going to be the main motivating factor in those days, last days. Because Esau going to starve you out, and you're going to be desperate in them days, man. And anything he present to you in those days, you're going to take it if it means putting food on your table, a roof over your head, and clothes on your back. You're going to take it without a problem. Shit, you'll take it like it ain't no thing. Because a lot of you people haven't been through a real hunger time. You going a week without nothing to eat or drink. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you going to die of thirst and hunger, like we say, man. A lot of diseases and shit like that. Because when you're weak in that stage, you're weak and malnutrition, what they call, you ain't had nothing to eat in a while. You're real susceptible to disease, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's getting ready to happen, A lot of people are going to die like the famine, diseases, and so on and so forth. People are going to eat each other. Cannibalism is going to come back in an all-time high. And that's why we're telling you people, man, hey, rather you hear forbear, we warning you people that all this is coming real soon, man. And it reads, it says, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. That's right. A lot of shamefaced people, especially you Israelites, going to be in them days, man. Because you know you had this man out here standing on the highways and byways pushing his word, and a lot of people walk right by him, talk shit, made TikTok videos on it, going by several times laughing, doing shit, doing all kind of stupid shit. When you're going to realize these men were only out here to preach the word of the Lord and maybe, save somebody that's sincere and wanting to know, who wanted to save their own life. But a lot of you are only doomed for destruction anyway. Only the elect is going to, pick this up. But like it says, you're going to be ashamed because the Lord's going to put that spirit on you, man. You're going to be ashamed in that day. You're going to be like, damn, I had this shit. Oh, man, I could at least find the name. I could have known the name of the Lord, whatever little bit you could have got from the prophet. But you didn't take heed. You scoffed, you talk shit, and now you got to deal with your circumstances. And that's just the way it is, man. So, yeah, we warning you people, man. And it says, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart and powerful vexation of spirit. Your spirit is going to be fucked up in that day, man. Because we warned you that these things were coming and that no one took heed. But now you find yourselves in a pitiful case because you thought you had it all figured out and you believed in the so-called white man. You laughed at the prophets. And you're going to be fucked up in the spirit because your spirit ain't going to be right with you because you elect one of the best things in your whole world slip right through your finger tips. Now you got to deal with all the shit that's on the earth. Your baby crying, your man ain't around, you're stuck in a situation where it's no way out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be pitiful as hell. Now the man of the Lord going to have the choices. He get to choose who he want to be under his umbrella. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to have that, especially women. I'm talking about you women that's got kids that's talking shit. You ain't going to have the luxury to just go like you do now, choose any man you want to, have 6 or 7 men doing this and that and the third for you. That day is going to be gone. The only man that's going to be viable in that day is the men of the Lord. And you're not going to have that luxury to get with one because you played that bullshit and you scoffed at the Lord. Men. So the Lord men is going to know, the Lord is going to give it to you, man. He know who you are. You might think you got away with it, but the Lord already marked you, man. So, hey, that day come. We warning you people, man. And I don't care if you hear or if you believe us or not, man. The day of the Lord is at hand, and it says, let me get that in wrong. I'm almost there anyway. This is Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. That's right, man. That's good. And the Lord, that's what the Lord is getting ready to come with, man. Because the Lord is coming with great wrath because of the ignorance and the disbelief of his people, first and foremost. Because there's no fear of the Lord on the earth, man. So the Lord got to come and shake this motherfucker up and scare the living shit out of these people. Let them know who's really in charge. Not this motherfucker that's trying to exalt himself above the Most High. This fake, this Edomite, this base man that's trying to be like the Most High. And he's going to shake this fucking whole system up and show this motherfucker who the real power is. And it says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. That's right, man. And that's what we're telling you people, man. The Lord is getting ready to come out here and bring great wrath upon these people out here, man. Rather they hear or forbear, man. Things are getting real serious out here, man. You know? And we only can tell you, we only can warn you so much, you know? And it says, where was I going? You know?
Yeah, and he was over there too. And he was literally like, why would you get a reality doesn't quite exist.
So we're gonna stay with the Lord, man. So I'm gonna close it out after this, man. This is Book of Psalms. This is Book of Psalms 91. This is Psalms 91. We'll start at 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say up to the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, and my power. In Him will I trust. That's right. And that's what we're going to trust in, man. We're going to trust in the Lord, that He's our power. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be afraid. We're going to do exactly what the Lord told us to do. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That's right, man. We can't wait. You know what I'm saying? It says, I will say to the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, and my power will I trust. That's right. We're going to trust in the Lord, man. We're not going to trust in America. We're not going to trust in Trump. We're not going to trust in this system. You know, because whoever trusts in the system, they already found out how it is. We're going to trust in the Lord. It says, surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. If you go into that word fowler, it means it goes into a bird catcher. But this is this is more talking about the catcher. This fowler is talking about the rulers of this world. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe anymore. We know who we are according to the Bible, and we're going to stick to the script, man. It says, and from the noisy pestilence, and those noisy pestilences are nuclear missiles that's going to come upon America. He said, He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shall thy trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. That's right, man. So we're ready for this, man. We're ready for this, man. Somebody out here trying to be funny, shooting things, like they popping off some fireworks or something like that. You know, yeah, these people are sick. They simple as all day, man. It says, thou shalt not be afraid by the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flies by day. That's right. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noon. That's right, man. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. That's right. So when all these pestilences and all this shit come down on the earth, the men of the Lord, like the Lord says, He's going to protect the men that trust in Him, man. We're not going to fall for all the shit that, we're not going to get doomed with the rest of these people, man. And it says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. That's right. And we praying that we don't get caught up in this nuclear blast like the rest of these people, man, or get caught up in these fake man-generated pestilences that the so-called white man putting out here, man. He's the main one that's gonna do all this shit that's here on these people, man. It's the so-called white man. He's gonna put these pestilences out here. He's gonna kill a lot of people. And that's with his jab, man. That's what we telling you, man. This shit is coming. It says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is thy refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. Wait, no, I skipped something. It says, 1,000, it's like 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thy eyes shall thou behold, see the reward of the wicked. That's right. And the reward of the wicked, we can't wait, man. We can't wait to see these people get their asses handed to them, man. Because they believed in America. You know what I'm saying? And also the so-called white man, when he get his ass handed to him. But many of our people, we can't wait to see your reward, and that's getting your ass handed to us for believing in the so-called white man. And that day is coming surely as hell, man. It's fastly approaching, let me say it that way. It says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. That's right. So we're going to, Lord willing, be part of that number where we don't get caught up in all the shit that's getting ready to come. All the nasty shit that the so-called white man is getting ready to place on the earth. All this shit. We're hoping and praying that we don't get caught up in it. So, and it says, for he shall give his angel charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. That's right, man. Lord willing, man. That protection from the most from up high, man. So, things are getting real heated up, man. People see every day you walk this earth, you see things heating up more and more, man. You see, you can see it go on news. You see Esau saying this new strain is coming out. This strain is coming out. This is getting ready to happen. You see people playing, all this is getting ready to come take heed to on earth at full blast, man. So, hey, we can't wait till that day comes. We can't wait. So these proud ass people get to see their demise. They get to see they got caught up in they fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Like I said, we fastly approaching that time, man. Fastly approaching. Wiley Jake is out here playing games, man. These motherfucking so-called white people, they getting ready, man. You know what I'm saying? They getting ready. We warned you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that this day was coming. That the enemy was gonna start blaming you, especially you so-called blacks, man. That the enemy was gonna start blaming you for every little thing. And a lot of you guys, you deserve that shit, man. Because you act like wild animals and shit. That's why we warn you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You better wake up while the doors of mercy is open. And that's why they call you, their black fatigue is up at an all-time high. So-called white man can't wait to start killing you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Trump is already putting it out there. You go on social media, black fatigue is at an all-time high. They want to kill you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This thing is getting real scary out here. And if you believe in America, you're going to be destroyed in those days too, man. You can't. This place is circling the drain as we speak, man. America is over, man. It ain't no future in America, man. I hate to be the one that busts your bubble, but America's over, man. America's gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles real soon, man. Thus said the Bible, man. Because hey, these people think we're out here for a show. This thing is gonna get cracking real soon, man. Real soon, this thing is gonna get cracking. And I can't wait till the Lord bring that heat to this place, man. Fervent fire, that's going to burn everything up. That's what I can't wait for. And that day is slowly but surely approaching. And before you know it, Russia's going to be sending them missiles over here. So is China, Iran, and so on and so forth. Even American allies are going to start sending missiles over here. That's where it's getting ready to come, man. Whether they hear or forbear. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. Oh, yes. Let me see. Let me get that in Joel. I'm slacking. Yeah, I gotta go on Joel. Yeah, because America's gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. By Russia, China, Iran, so on and so forth. America got an expiration date, whether do they know or not. America is not gonna be here forever. So we're trying to warn you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that you got a way out of America before you get destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Whether you hear or forbear, we telling you the truth. China, Russia, all of them ready to throw this place they're gonna burn this place up, man. They right on the verge of doing it too. You see it, everybody see it in the news. Russia talking strong, China buckling up. America don't even have our own allies on our side anymore. So how much longer before these people start going at her? It's getting real hairy out here, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna get real hairy. Let me go. This is Hosea chapter 4. I'm going to start at 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That's right. So we coming out with the knowledge. We telling you, because we got the blueprint, man. That you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Israelites in the Bible. But if you don't believe what we're saying, then you're going to have to find out the hard way. Because the so-called white man ain't going to tell you, because he know your heritage. He know who you are. He know where you come from. He know you're not an African. He know you're not this and that and the third. He know exactly who you are. That's why he put you in the ghettos, in the slums. That's why he feeds you this poison-ass food. That's why he do all these things, because he's taking you away from your power. And a lot of people don't believe what we're saying. They think we're crazy. We're only making this shit up. But we're telling you in the scriptures that you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true Hebrew Israelites in the Bible. And only you will be saved out of this doom that's getting ready to come to America, only if you repent and come to the Lord. If you don't, you just have to get the same judgment that the so-called white man gonna get for breaking all the laws and statutes and commandments of the Lord in this kingdom. And we telling you, and he got you so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans doing it too. So hey, if you call us crazy, do whatever you want. Because every movie got a crazy man until the end they find out he was telling the truth. So hey, We already out here to warn you. So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Shalom. These people going to find out the hard way, man. We telling them that America's going to be destroyed. Jake just wired by. That nobody's paying attention. You know, everybody's partying. It's on the side. Everybody's having fun. But America's getting ready to go through thermonuclear missiles. She's going to be destroyed by fire. And there's nothing they can do about it. So we warn you people. Whether you hear it for bear. Shalom.